Hey guys, welcome. So I apologize that it took me so long to get to the last two videos. Okay, so I don't know, I don't want to show my face because it's glaring. Alright, so I'll just put it down. Okay. So anyway, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't know how to angle this, so I'll figure it out eventually. So let's just get right into the reading, you guys. So just remember that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody, at least not 100%. Okay, some of you it might. It's just for whoever's meant to hear it, okay? But I do keep in mind I'm also doing personal readings and a weekly one card pull, which is free. Okay, so just check out the description below for like all those details. I did start a website, but I need to start over because I messed it up. Once I start making money off of tarot, I will put money into the website and then I'll be able to do more with it. But for right now, I kind of am limited to what I can do with it. So I kind of messed it up and I'll have to restart it. So, but I will post updates. Okay, so my goal is to post updates on the website because it's just so hard to maintain all my social medias because okay, I'll just talk about that at the end. Okay, so Holy Spirit guide, Angel Spirit guys, what insight do you have for Aquarius? Okay, so let's get started. Aquarius. So the Two of Pentacles, earth energy. I also like to call it the juggler because this is juggling, okay? But this could be juggling anything, okay? This could be juggling your emotions, should I do this? Should I do that? This could be juggling work and home. This could be juggling your money, it can be anything. So I just feel like sometimes I feel the need, because it's such a general reading, to point out like multiple meanings of the card, okay? Because like I said, it's general, and it may or may not resonate with everybody, but it could resonate with you guys the similar ways, you know what I mean, like differently but similar. Earth energy again. So with that, I feel like, okay, so with that, I see, some of you guys, this is way too loud. So sorry, it's because I have earbuds in. So anyways, so like what I'm seeing is like, some of you could be trying to let something go, okay, release something, loosen up. Oh my gosh, I had it and then I lost it. Like I feel like there's something that you're trying to do, like some of you are trying to heal or do something for yourself, but there's this juggling, this interference. So you're trying to some of you, this may not be all of you, but there are some of you who are kind of like juggling your needs and wants and somebody else's, because we tend to be like that. Like when it comes to stuff that we do for ourselves and stuff that we want, then we have that outside interference, and it's just like, then you juggle that. This is what I want to do, I'm really passionate about wanting to do this, like, strongly, but this other person or whatever circumstance, it's not, I don't really know if I want to say not letting you. For some of you that could be, because that's what I'm hearing. So either it's not letting you or it's getting in your way. I'm trying to put it into the right words, but I can't put it into words. I'm so sorry, I'm bad with words. So I'm surprised I have so many followers right now, just because, I just feel like I'm so bad with words. But, if you guys pick up on what I'm trying to say, then, good. And then at the base of that, yeah, so, it's kind of like this, so air energy. So it's kind of like, so then it kind of clouds you, because then it's like now you have this conflicting, like, what do I do? Should I just go ahead and do what I want, even if it makes this person upset or causes problems? Or, and that's just an example, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It's just an example. So I kind of feel like things are cloudy and unclear, just because, some of you, I feel like it's like this consequence that you have to deal with, and it is hard. It's like, because sometimes, we like to please other people, even if it means sacrificing, a part of us, I don't know why this is standing in your way. For some of you, I feel like you shouldn't, I get this strong sense that you shouldn't let this stop you from doing what's good for you, because what I'm seeing, because then we shouldn't allow other people to dictate our lives. If it can be helped, like, okay, so like, if you're a child and you have that parental figure, saying like, you shouldn't do this, that's a different story. I'm not even gonna get into that. But like as an adult though, it's like when it comes to your lifestyle, your choices, your desires, your passions, even as an adult, we still let other people, affect those areas of our life, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's kind of like that. So, it could be, you're not kind of like not wanting, not kind of, but again, it's not wanting to let them down, not wanting them to be upset with you, I'm sensing some, unsureness and doubt. So let's see where you're coming from. So in the past with this, connected to this situation, it's like kind of that feeling of entrapment, being stuck, okay? So, I feel like maybe you're dealing with somebody who makes you feel like, how do I want to word that? I hate that. Like, I can vision things and see things clearly in my head, but putting it into words verbally, I'm just so bad at that. But anyways, yeah, so I feel like whoever you're dealing with, whether it's a significant other or a lover or whoever you're dealing with, like I just feel like they make you feel like stuck, trapped, constricted, is that the right word? Kind of like limited to what you can and cannot do. And like I said, even as an adult, even though we have the power of our own life, we do tend to give people power over us, whether we mean to or not, we do. And that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? But like I said, we make those choices because we don't want to upset somebody, we don't want to lose somebody. So let's see what's going on presently with this situation. So the Page of Wands, fire energy. So, this would be, you receiving good news or a passionate conversation. I feel like this is something that you talk about with somebody. You do talk, yeah, so I do get the sense you do talk about this with somebody. For others of you, maybe you'll be receiving some good news, okay? That sort of energy. Yeah, so how do I remember this? Yeah, so not being able to, because I feel like sometimes too, we don't get to enjoy our passionate thing, the thing that we want, and we don't get to enjoy it because other people don't support us. For example, this is just my personal example. So for me, for example, like, I've actually really gotten into tarot and fortune telling, but this is also all in secret. So, if other people found out, in my life anyways, they'd be so disappointed in me, and very judgmental about it. So that's why I keep it secret. But if they found out about it, I would feel, guilty, terrible, and probably not do it anymore or probably wouldn't be able to do it anymore anyway, or choose not to do it anymore, so that's just an example. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of feeling unjust, and I don't judge them for judging tarot, because, anyways, I wanted to get into that. So anyways, kind of like, so I feel like, some of you guys with this hermit, okay, so let me tell you a little about this hermit. This is somebody who is stuck in their head, okay? Somebody who gets stuck in their head. So I do see, you're good at reflecting on things, taking the time you need to think things out. But because it's here in reverse, this could be overthinking, this could be isolating yourself. So I kind of get in the sense, like I was saying, like you're giving this person or circumstance, whatever the case, too much power over you. And because of that, you're becoming unsatisfied, unfulfilled. I don't want to say you're not happy, but at least when it comes to this, that disappointment, sort of going on, okay? What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Water energy, yes. So like I'm saying, you're so unfulfilled. This is gonna make you unfulfilled, okay? And some of you even incomplete. So like I was saying, this is basically what I was just saying before I pull it. It's gonna cause you to, some of you, it may even cause resentment, okay? So, you guys are worried about getting trapped in your situation, getting trapped as you are, or, just feeling, trapped. And I feel like for some of you, I do sense, this is circumstantial, and maybe, because of your circumstances, it's kind of like, because in certain situations, you want to stand your ground, but then you choose not to because of whatever. But I feel like you really need to, a lot of you need to really stand your ground, okay? Don't allow yourself that self-entrapment or to get trapped. I talk about relationships a lot, and I have to say this. Some people are just not good people to have in our lives, regardless of if they're family, a really good friend that you know for a really long time. Some of you guys, maybe this is a work situation, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, we allow people in our lives that shouldn't be in our lives. And I mean that because, they hold us back. They bring us drama. We tend to let people stay in our lives because, oh, they're family. Oh, we've been friends for this long. At least for me. Like, for me, it's like, if all you're going to do is bring me pain, if all you're going to do is bring me drama, if all you're going to do is put me down, if all you're going to do is cause problems, if I'm going to have to fight you every step of the way, then you don't need to be in my life. I don't care if you're my brother. I don't care if you're my sister. I don't care if I've known you my whole life. That does not matter to me, because I have reached the point in my life to where if you're no good for me, then you don't deserve to be in my life. I love you, I care about you, but does not give you the right to treat me that way. That does not give you the right, and we allow that sort of behavior by allowing them to be in our lives. Now, like me, I have nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with my blood family. Absolutely nothing to do with them. And so, I'd rather be alone than have toxic people in my life. That is a choice I have made for myself, and it was really hard at first because I always saw negativity, but I also clinged on to, wanting that type of relationship, so it's like, yeah, so like now I just cut people out of my life, like, my ex too, like, even though he came back, whatever, and I'm just like, no. Not playing your games, not doing it. I have high standards for myself. I know, because I think, okay, anyways, I won't get into that. So, you know what I mean? So, that's just an example. It's hard. It is hard, and it is lonely and stuff. It does, especially like around holidays and stuff, but it's just like, I'm better off for it. But that's my personal choice. That's my personal, like I said, my personal choice. I'd rather live my life, peacefully, harmonized, if a problem comes up, a problem comes up, but it's like, if you're going to be a constant negative, toxic person who just wants to hold me back and bring nothing but chaos into my life, then no, bye. You know what I mean? And then we also have those people who we want to help because, maybe they're struggling with addiction and this and that. But the thing is about that, you cannot help them. I'm sorry, you cannot. And I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday. Yesterday. You cannot help a toxic person. You cannot help a person who's dangerous and addictive personality. You cannot help that compulsive liar. And what I mean by that, you can talk to them. You can try to reach out to them. But in the end, when it comes to people who have that negative energy, those negative habits, they need to see what they are doing is wrong. Okay? 1, they need to see what they're doing is wrong. Okay? 2, and they have to have all these, by the way. 2, they need to be able to admit that what they're doing is wrong. Admit that they are in the wrong. Okay? So 1, acknowledge. 2, admit. 3. So we can admit stuff. We can acknowledge it. But we need to see, we need to feel, I don't think remorse is the right word, but we have to feel that guilt. So does this person, so this person can admit it, this person acknowledges it, but do they feel bad about it? Do they feel guilty about it? You know what I mean? And then if they do, then it's like, are they going to change? Because they need a person that is in that lifestyle, in that mindset, they need to make that choice for themselves. You can't force somebody to change. They can be like, okay, I will do this for you, put you at ease. But the thing is when somebody makes those changes for somebody else and not themselves, yeah, maybe they'll be able to do it in the beginning, but they'll slip back. Why? Because they didn't do it for themselves. They did it for you. So let's say you guys got in a fight and you walked away. They're just going to turn back to that lifestyle. It's like, oh, well, she's mad at me. This person's mad at me anyways, so why not? You know what I mean? So you have to really be careful when it comes to negative, toxic, people, okay? And then abusers too, people who, okay, so abuse comes in so many forms, okay? So, they come back and say sorry. It's like, oh, well, they said sorry. Abuse is abuse. An abuser is an abuser, okay? Even if they say sorry, even if they say they're never going to do it again, that does not make it okay. And I am just like, I am so upset with this world in 2020. Like, don't even get me started. Like, I feel like, okay, and then don't take this the wrong way. You know what? I'll finish this. You only have one more card. Yeah, so, your outcome. Yeah, so, I feel like, yeah, so, like I said, holding you back. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're contemplating on, contemplating the right word, debating on, whatever this is that you're juggling, it's holding you back. It's preventing you from moving forward. It's preventing you from growing. Okay, so if you want more in your life, if you want better in your life, you can't not let other people hold you back. Plain and simple as that. Like, I get that sense, like, what you're trying to do is something that's good for you, something that's going to give you fulfillment, and by not acting on it, So anyways, so that is your reading. So as I was saying before, you can stop watching if you want to, but, yeah, so, like, I feel like, over the years, everybody has been fighting for certain rights. So do not take this the wrong way. I feel like some things that at least they did in the past, I totally agree with. I completely 100% agree with, because what happens when we start fighting, and I do agree we should have our rights, like 100%. That's not what I'm saying. So don't get confused. I know it sounds confusing, but do not get confused. But I say that because I don't believe in the government dictating our lives either, okay? But I feel like because of the standards, the old ways, I just feel like, there was an order to things. It was more like a like, I don't know how to say family friendly, because obviously there was chaos in any kind of era, but I just feel like we've gotten so far away from the old ways. Like, now there's just so much out there, and I feel like a lot of changes that have occurred, have kind of just like, we're not for the best, if that makes sense. But anyways, I won't even get into that right now. So that was your guys' reading, and I forgot what the point was of that, so I apologize. I am very opinionated, but I try to keep my opinions to myself. I don't judge other people though for their lifestyle. What I do judge is other people pushing their agenda on everybody else. There's just so much hate and chaos in the world right now. Actually, there has been for a while, and it's just gotten worse, and it is going to keep getting worse, and it's very heartbreaking, and it's very sad. And I do miss a lot of things about the old ways, but obviously, it was somewhat flawed, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, so that was your guys' reading, and So like I did mention earlier, I am doing personal readings, and that's down below, okay? What else? So the 1 card pull is free, but it's not super limited. So I'm gonna do that weekly. So let's say you text or email to me today, or DM me today, asking for a free card pull. What's today? Monday. So the next Monday you can ask for another one. Okay, so it is weekly. It's not like once in a lifetime. No, it is a weekly, because I want to be able to provide you guys some answers or some insight. So that's why I did that. And also because not everybody always has money or wants to pay for a full reading. I don't know. So anyways, that's okay. So I still want to be able to help people, but I'm really working on my independence. So I would also really appreciate it if you guys could donate to help me out. So I am going to try to save up for a PO box. I need to look up to that. I don't know how much it is. So I'm gonna save up for a PO box, and then I'll be order decks that way. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to pick them up yet. I don't know. Everything's just so hard and confusing right now for me. But I will definitely figure it out. So there's that. So please donate. I'd really appreciate it, because I really want to get oracle decks, get more detailed, clear readings, okay? Also, so I had my list, but I forgot to bring it out. What else was there? And the website, yes, I will be working on the website in my free time, but I messed it up, so I have to restart over. So also when I start making more money too, I'm gonna put money into the website. It's just because I can't always be on social media and post everywhere, because if I didn't do this in secret, it'd be completely different. It would be less stressful. So I feel like having everything in one place, on the website, and it will have the links to the other platforms and stuff, so I just feel like that'd be more convenient. And also on there, and I posted some already. I haven't posted all of them, but like the more detailed about the type of readings that are listed below. So if you guys ever have any questions or anything, feel free to message me. And I didn't mention it, but it is written. Do not text me if you're under 18, okay? I do not feel comfortable talking to anybody who's underage, even in a professional setting, okay? So that's just for text only. So anyways, because I feel like texting, or talking over the phone or even video chatting is more of a personal level of things. So I feel like because it's more intimate in a way, for me anyways, it's just more so that's why it's like that, at least when it comes to those things. So 18 plus for texting. So I think I went over everything, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Sorry if I rambled. Always the first videos that I do are always a little off because I don't have it all together. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.